Welcome to a Delco Nerd Network Hot Take. If you haven't seen a hot take before, it's where a few friends get in a basement, give our thoughts, give our opinions on a TV show, a movie, or a game. Today, it's going to be a movie, and that movie is The Joker. Of course, to discuss, as always, Chris Trio, and returning guests, Bill Zagrafines, Aris Zorzados. They're back.
We're back, boy.
It's been a while.
Golf clap.
Like we were saying earlier, Justice League was the last time you two were both here.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Bill's been here.
Couple times.
Couple times, but...
By the way, correction.
Thanks for having me.
How do you feel right now?
Love being back. Yeah.
Movie is just called Joker, not the Joker.
It is not...
No.
It's
just called Joker.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I thought The was in it.
No.
Nope.
It's The Batman.
Just like Mark
And
Zuckerberg.
Joker. Yeah.
They just dropped it though.
True.
Very important point. I'm sorry, I just had to correct.
Actually, no, I would have labeled that wrong if you did not say that.
Yeah,
So,
Joker.
Clearly, I fucked up here. But, you guys just came out of the movie. What'd you think?
I liked
I liked it a lot, actually.
I can't say that I loved it, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll hold. I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna hold.
I would say I guess I wasn't sitting out, I wasn't walking out like I was enthralled the whole
Like,
but I was
it's a
like
masterpiece.
I was in it the whole time. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It didn't drag at all for me.
No.
Joaquin is amazing. I don't think we were saying this. I don't think the movie itself does deserve an Oscar nom, but I do think his performance does.
Was phenomenal.
And I really enjoyed just the way they told the story and the kind of unreliable narrator aspect of the Joker. And I don't know. I think if we were going to get a Joker origin movie, this is probably one of the best ways they could have done it. But, Gooch, what did you think?
I agree with most of what was said. It's not fucking a masterpiece by any stretch of the imagination. And it's not bad at all. It's good. It's a very good movie. The movie itself does not deserve an Oscar. Joaquin Phoenix's performance, I would say, deserves the nomination.
At least.
I don't think it deserves the win. And like, we were talking in our group chat earlier, I was comparing it to Dark Knight, and someone was like, you shouldn't do that. I was like, why? I was like, if anything, like, this Joker is tonally close to Heath Ledger. Like, Jared Leto's Joker, I never once tried to compare him to Heath Ledger.
Well, Jared Leto's Joker is more cartoony.
For sure.
Right.
He's more of the crime boss type of
Clown,
Joker.
Prince of
Like,
Crime,
he could have been
crime,
a perfect
nice
Joker
suits.
for like Adam West. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
for sure.
Modern day twist.
I could do a whole podcast on how they really kind of fucked
Suicide Squad.
up the Joker in that one. But, yeah, I'd agree. I don't love comparing him to Heath Ledger only in the fact of, like,
Joaquin,
that's
so...
It is. No, and it is.
He is
But
in Joaquin Phoenix.
He also had the... for sure. And I
Well,
feel like he...
I'm just clarifying what you
yeah.
said, 'cause you said he. And
yeah, sorry. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, in that movie, I feel like he had the foil of the Batman, and this was real, and he really does take on that Joker, that opposite card, whereas this one, he's doing this because this is the thing, this is his mindset.
His
This is
revenge
the world
on
has brought him
society.
to this.
Yeah.
Society has done this to him. But, and again, we don't really know the origin of the Joker from The Dark Knight, so that's tough to do. But I do.
That's what I was telling Bill. Actually, there really is no true origin.
No.
Besides Gotham, I don't know if you guys have seen Gotham.
I've seen parts.
And then this movie.
Oh, you're talking about the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is no actual true origin of the Joker.
No
So
definitive. Yeah.
That's why it's kind of hard to pin someone down like the Joker. You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
And that's what gave me a bad taste in the beginning. I'm like, they're doing an origin story, and they put a name on a character who's like known for not having a name or an origin story.
Yeah,
and like
you
it
don't
just
know.
seems weird.
But you know,
What
I don't
was
know.
his
It's kind of
name
cool.
in the 1989
Jack
Batman?
Napier.
Yeah, but like, do we really count?
I know that too much.
My one
In
concern
Gotham, it's
after
a
this
different
movie,
name
It's
too.
I
I forget.
Jerome.
I can't.
Jerome Valeska.
In the Killing Joke, it's not Jack Napier. I can't remember.
But
what
I don't
it
think
is.
they give him a name in that.
Yeah, they do.
They do.
They name him. Yeah, I can't remember it.
But no one
yeah,
has
they-
like a true. They're
Yeah.
all
They're-
different.
his
this
origin's
is-
multiple choice, and even if the newer stuff I think is kind of dumb. But do you know about the one where there's like 3 Jokers now in the comics that they found? So
That was like post New 52.
yeah,
Rebirth. But
yeah. But so like basically, Batman found out he gets in the Mobius chair, which is like this thing that gives him knowledge, and he asks it who the Joker is, and they goes which one, and so there's been 3 apparently his entire career, which is interesting, but. I do
Also got some of that copycat mentality that
Yeah.
they kind of like to hit on
and
the
it's
Joker.
almost as if like the Joker is an idea rather than an actual person in a lot of
in
ways,
Gotham, they
especially
do
in
the
the
same
comics.
thing.
But in this,
Kind of like
I
Panda at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you
Right.
think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
keep going.
it's an interesting way, I really do think, to tell this story, because even like they started off right away with letting you know that you can't rely on what we're seeing,
Right?
Especially like when we see the scene when he's on the Murray show.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler. It's at the right beginning
see
of the
it.
movie. Yeah, he's watching the Murray show on TV, and then it cuts to him in the crowd, and he gets this whole thing. That moment shows you what Arthur has been longing for his entire life. He wants a father figure. He wants someone that actually loves him, and we found out he was also in Arkham at one point, or who knows? Yeah, who even knows? But I think that if there was a way to tell a Joker origin, this was it.
Yeah.
Because it's still not nailed down even by the end. But
I have one complaint.
sure.
I feel like, and I was telling him this when we walked out, if you take all the Gotham and Thomas Wayne and everything else out of the movie,
It's not a comic book
it's
movie.
not a comic book movie.
Why is that a complaint though?
Because I feel like they don't, like, Todd Phillips wrote this movie, like watching Taxi or whatever else.
Taxi
he
and
watched.
King of Comedy. If you've
It's
seen
it-
those
well,
two
it's his
movies,
two.
it's this movie.
Right, so
He named them as
he
inspirations.
Driver.
essentially wrote this movie, and then I feel like they couldn't get, like, the money for it, and they couldn't get into production without, like, attaching it.
So he
I don't
actually
think they
wrote
went-
this specifically as a Joker movie. He's
I
been
don't-
wanting to do this for like 4 years apparently.
Really?
He's been hounding
doesn't
WB.
feel like it-
He's been wanting, and he
I see what
specifically
you're
wrote
saying.
it
You
in
know what I
mind
mean?
with
And I-
Joaquin, actually.
And I wouldn't say it's necessarily a complaint for me, but it's just something take Gotham and Bruce Wayne out of it.
it's not a
and,
decent
and Thomas
movie.
Wayne.
It's still
not
a
comic
good
book
movie. Like,
No, I get what you're
standalone,
saying,
it's
but
still
that
a good movie.
stuff is in there. So
I
I don't
know.
know. I don't think it's
I
even
wanted
worth
more.
talking about.
and that's the only comic book threads we have. I
And
think
that's another
what-
thing. Like, he's got to be in his late 30s.
That's what.
early
Yeah, I
40s
think
in this
30
movie?
something. Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne is, how old is he when his parents? Like
8.
10.
He's got to be like
He's 8.
He's
Okay.
8 or
And
10.
all-
Yeah,
and all the
and usually,
things
he's 8.
So he doesn't become Batman for another 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
So
funny.
how's Joker gonna be his?
He could still be alive. I
I,
mean, I don't know.
I think that's where, if you think about that,
It
shouldn't
ruins
be.
it for. See,
Yeah.
that's the thing about these movies. Like,
Why not just make it in the 90s at that point?
well, this thing was made in the late 70s, early 80s.
It's got to
by-
be.
Well, it's supposed to be
It's
80s.
not
80s.
80s.
No,
It's
it
got-
is.
It's got to
He's-
be like 79.
I mean, he
80.
said it is the 80s, but the way he shot it, and there's certain things that make you feel like it's even older. But like, because when you're in Arthur's apartment, it almost feels like a 50s apartment. But that's because he's so poor
Wait,
and he
that
can't.
Zorro movie
Right.
that was playing.
Yeah, that was so.
Yeah.
That was it. And I don't know. I thought the comic book ties were very well placed and
Yeah,
very poignant to the fact of it made me draw in. And I get what you're saying. If you did take that out, it wouldn't be a DC movie. But you could say that about a bunch of other characters and movies we've seen before. I feel like, oh, well, if we take out these costumes and these references,
Yeah.
why does it even matter?
But I mean, again, that goes back to like the dude didn't have an origin. Like, how else are you going to tie it in?
81.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That Zorro and the Gay Blade is the movie that was playing.
So it's 80s.
81.
See, I believe that.
early
I was like,
80s.
there's no way it's
Yeah.
like 86.
It can't be. Yeah.
It was like, no way.
But yeah, I mean,
But-
and then it's funny how Batman and Joker are born like the same day. If you think about, it, I was telling
Yeah.
Bill, and I was like, and you know, he says about the age difference too, but like,
I mean, who knows
How-
how
how-
old is
how
the
is he gonna
Joker
do it,
in the
Yeah,
in
you
the
can't really
comics even.
peg an
Like you
age
don't
on the
know.
Joker.
There's some weird things. Like
I think
there's
if you go back and watch it, you probably could. And like if you paid attention to when his mother went into the hospital.
No,
No,
I mean,
for sure.
I'm just
In
meaning
in,
general.
yeah, in general, like,
Like in
there's
there's
a whole
comic
comics and
books,
stuff.
like it's kind of hard.
the whole point of the Joker is like there's just a curtain behind. You don't know anything or whatever about him. No origin, nothing. Like, huh?
Now you do.
And now you
But
do.
now,
but they
even,
had to
but
make
do you?
that.
Like
you
that's
know?
the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that,
do you?
by the end of it,
Yeah.
and that's why
true.
I think it works so well for me. And even like, I love that this isn't attached to the greater universe. I like that this is just a one-off.
The Black
possible.
Label.
Yeah, it's a possible origin for this character that we care about that doesn't connect. Sure, a Batman will show up in his life most likely throughout the years, and it was cool. I was watching an interview with Joaquin Phoenix, and they were like, "What do you think your Joker would say, or
would
how
be
would he
excited,
react?" And
right?
he's like the way he says to, he's like, "I think he'd be excited." And I was like, it's cool, and I just think it's a movie that makes you think in a lot of ways and makes you really I want to watch it again really bad.
Do you think it's a one-off? I don't think it is.
No,
100%.
he said it like straight to the guy's
There's-
face. He's like, I don't want to do another one.
There's
Joaquin
no
Phoenix doesn't
fucking
want to do
way
another
they'll
one.
tie Robert Pattinson into this.
Oh, no, no.
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
not
but
saying-
not
I'm
even
not
just the
saying do
Joker
that.
too.
Yeah, just
Oh,
Yeah,
we were talking about that. I hope they don't do that either.
dude, money
Todd
talks.
No,
man.
I know.
But Todd,
Todd
Phillips
Phillips
is like he
likes money.
seems pretty poignant
Firm
on it
about
being.
this.
But hey, obviously you're right. There is money.
Yeah.
It could come, but
I
the
wouldn't be
way they're
surprised.
talking about it, and I don't. Joaquin was only signed on for one.
Yeah.
And that was one of his big things with the comic
And he's
book
a
movie
weirdo,
roles.
So.
Yeah, well, and they wanted him for Doctor Strange,
Mm-hmm.
and he was in real talks for that, but he didn't want to commit
I
to.
don't think he could have like
No.
survived.
I think-
it's too normal of a character for him.
Yeah.
I think he could have made that cool as hell, but that's a different podcast.
No.
That's a different podcast. There's so many different podcasts.
There's so
one
many in here.
podcast.
But let's get down to the actual kind of nitty gritty story here and what we think happened. So, one, do you think he is, spoilers, Thomas Wayne's son?
No.
No.
Really? Because I think there's
110%.
100% chance that he could have easily covered that up and got those documents together.
I think so too.
You're right, but I don't believe that. I really believe that his mom,
Especially
was
after
crazy.
here. No, yeah.
And his mom was crazy. He was abused, and I think that's what caused the whole head trauma, and that's why
Why
I
he
think
has
that
the laugh
thing
and
was-
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Dude,
laugh
his
was good.
laugh.
How do you like?
Laugh
How
was
do you
good.
like that? The tidbit of like his laugh is like
It's
a
involuntary. It's a
a-
neurological
it's a-
disease.
It's a nerves thing.
Yeah,
Like, he gets
and
nervous.
It's
and-
a tick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
he
pretty
just
cool.
I
starts laughing.
loved it.
yeah.
And he was even talking about the laugh in an interview. He was like, it actually kind of hurts to do.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like it. He's almost in pain when he's laughing, but throughout the movie, when he starts embracing the Joker more, you can see him almost
Soon, yeah.
enjoying the
But
laugh.
he
more.
laughs less.
Yeah.
Once he starts
No, it's
embracing
true.
the craziness, he starts laughing less.
Probably
It's
because
true.
he feels most normal.
He feels
Yeah.
the most comfortable.
Well,
in
I
that-
think once
yeah.
he gets off his meds.
Yeah.
When he brings up that he's off his meds, like from then on, like, and we were talking about it earlier. Like, you know those steps that you see in the trailer
Yeah.
where he's coming down?
Yeah.
Every other time you see it, it's dark. The whole movie is dark. And then when he embraces it and he's off his meds, then it starts getting brighter.
starts getting lighter.
You
And
can see the whole, like, tonal change. Like, it's insane.
one thing I enjoyed about this movie that I see in so many other things these days, it was saturated. There wasn't a fucking... Like, it was dark.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a gray sheen over
No.
everything. Like, I'm watching Titans on DC.
Yeah.
There's a gray filter over everything. I'm like, guys, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, just use the
Yeah.
colors. I don't
Yeah.
know what's
a
happening.
lot of movies do that.
Like, even...
there's one movie where there's green over the whole.
Or just name any Zack Snyder movie.
I was going to say,
Or
in
Schindler's
Batman
List,
vs. Superman,
right?
there's a
That's like
pretty
black
dark
and
light.
white.
You trying to start something here?
Anyways, I really enjoyed that.
The Snyder Code.
I really
I gotta
enjoyed how
defend
much
Snyder.
Snyder. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's
I
okay.
really enjoyed how much.
It's gone. It's okay.
Ah.
The saturation, everything. That was basically my point. They didn't try to make it literally tonally dark on the screen.
Right.
They did it with the writing and with what's happening in the scene,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see that start to blossom, like you said, throughout the rest of the movie as he embraces being the Joker, or just Joker, I should say.
Did
But
you,
it-
Made me think.
did you
Right.
like the on the nose comment of "Can you introduce me as Joker"?
You love that phrase, the on the nose thing. Why is that on the nose?
It's super on.
It's telling him. I mean, he's saying his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
How
like
are you? What else? What is it? Hey, when you bring me out, can you call me a clown? Maybe a Joker? I don't
Well,
know,
that's
like-
because that's what he called him.
Yeah, and I actually really like that.
yeah, but
callback.
like
Yeah.
what if they just like called him it naturally? Like they tried to like make it.
Oh, he's
make
a
it
Joker.
Yeah,
But
like,
they
yeah.
did.
But they did. But like, what if they did it again? And but like they never. He never like addressed it very like in an on the nose fashion.
But again, that's what
No, I mean, it's not a
No,
complaint.
no,
I'm
for
just
sure.
just
No, I
saying.
get what you're saying, but
It
I
is on
think
the
that's
nose.
what. I don't think it
I don't
is
think it is
because
either.
I didn't even notice when he says that. When he's like, "Can you call me Joker?" and without him saying that's what you called me before, I would agree it would have been a little on the nose. Like, where did he come up with this name?
Right.
But Murray's
Yeah, okay.
calling him a Joker on the thing. I was like, oh, I didn't
It
even
made
realize
sense
that.
as to why he called
Right.
him that.
Yeah, yeah.
right.
What else did I want to talk about? What about the Zazie Beetz storyline? Did you believe that for a second?
No.
Dude,
didn't either.
when I was watching it, I was like, "How does this girl like this dude at
Right.
all?" I was like, "This doesn't make any
Well,
sense."
the way she
he just
approached him at the
chose it.
door,
Yeah.
like, you were following me. Oh, that's cute.
yeah, like what? It's
It
2019.
wasn't. It was like the way she reacted to him doing the.
Yeah, for
She
sure.
like wasn't.
Was
fazed
that-
by
was
it.
And he
that
fell in
real?
love.
No, I
What?
think that was real
That
when he
was
was
real.
getting out of the
But
elevator.
when he did it back to her and she like,
I'd
reacted the
assume
way
because
does.
she didn't
Yeah.
even. She just
She
kind of
didn't
went
really-
like,
She was like, okay.
yeah. She was like, see, yeah. But and then the
Yeah.
way she walks up,
Yeah.
the way she walks up, and then she's like, "You were following me? Oh, cool." Like I was like, "Oh, this is." And then you never saw her daughter with her again.
Yeah.
So I was like,
How do you bust through the door to start getting with some girl?
Yeah,
in full clown
That's what I'm
garb.
saying. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Dude, that
I like
scene
how
at
it
the
does
end
teeter
when he walks
totter.
in there.
Dude.
That was tense.
Dude.
I was
Well,
like,
it was so...
where he walks in
dude,
where?
when he
At
walks
the
into her
end,
apartment.
it's like
Yeah.
he's all drenched because he was.
Oh,
walking
he
home.
walks
Was
out.
it right after he
Dude, he even goes...
pillow
I had
the
a...
face.
Yeah, no. I don't think so.
Are we okay with
Yeah,
this?
'cause he was having the
Spoilers?
Yeah, we're all
yeah,
going
yeah,
we're going full
Alright.
spoilers.
But like he came and he was
That was
saying no,
before.
because he said my mom
Martha and
died.
Thomas
Oh,
Wayne died?
that's-
Yeah.
No.
He was saying I'm having a bad day. My mother died. He said
No,
I thought
'cause
she was
said,
just in the
"Where's your
hospital?"
mother?" No, she was only in the hospital.
I think
No.
she was
because
only
he
in
had
the
a
hospital at that
flashback
point.
of him actually being in the hospital alone. It flickers to that because it flickers that she's there.
I don't...
Yeah.
I think that was right before he
It was right
he
before
does the
that.
deed.
That was the day before all the Murray Show stuff happened.
And, yeah.
yeah. What the mom thing?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
think
he
that
was
before.
invited,
Yeah,
and then his
100%.
mom
Because
dies.
remember, he's walking home after figuring out the stuff from Arkham, and what happened to him.
Was his mother already dead when he did the Arkham
No,
stuff?
because
No.
that's what
That's what
sets him
triggers
off.
You're
the
right.
kill.
You're
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
you're right.
So
Yeah.
he walks back. Do you think he killed her,
Killed who?
Zazzy?
No.
Oh, no.
You don't think so? You think he just walked
Nah.
out?
Yeah.
Why would he?
Interesting. Because he's a fucking crazy fuck.
He didn't kill the small person clown.
But he was nice.
I felt very
small person.
Wait.
He's a midget. Okay?
So
I liked that guy. I don't know why.
I did,
I felt
yeah.
very bad for him. I was like, oh,
I just
no.
want to point out, Billy had to go to the bathroom twice during that movie, and he missed that scene, and I had to try to
no.
explain it to
I
him.
drank a large iced tea really
Oh
fast.
man.
I had to try to explain it to him, but like that's another Joker thing like that he did. Like he fucking kills the dude, right? And then straight up like sees him and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna be on the Murray Show tonight."
Yeah, have you watched
turns
Murray?
it and-
Yeah, like
throws in his logic of like why he doesn't kill him because you were nice to me. Gets the lock for him because he couldn't reach it.
Yeah,
dude, that was,
and he's like,
I was
oh,
like, I
shit,
shouldn't
I'm
be
dead.
laughing right now, but
Right,
this
right,
is
right.
like kind of funny.
But like that's like how he can like just flip. You know, what I mean, obviously it's mental illness, but like that was like typical. Like I was like,
Very
yeah, that's
Joker.
it. That's Joker
no, you
to the
saw
core.
you saw that very visual turn,
With
and,
the
not
blood
even just.
spatter on his face.
Yeah.
And I did love the way he's like, he even knows he's scared, and when he's leaving, he's like, ha, just fucking with you.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
yeah.
get out
Well,
of here.
I missed it, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
it was
That's
a good scene.
That's a good scene. That really
It-
is.
It's like funny in a
Spoiler,
way.
Bill. Anyway,
Ugh.
What was the other scene you missed?
It was early on.
probably if it was too early on, it probably
was
wasn't
early
anything
on.
too.
I think he was just talking
So-
to his mother or something like
So
that.
what do you guys think about the first killing or like the killings and when
So-
like not even just like the fact of
the
like
movement.
the way the shot was, but like how they start calling him a vigilante.
Yeah.
Like
No,
he's
I
Batman
did
or
think that
something.
was
Yeah.
interesting.
Like
I saw
I'm
that
like,
in the.
whoa.
It was
Like,
a cool little twist, and it's funny because like I sympathized with him for a lot of the movie, at least the beginning, and the fact of like he's just getting shit on at every turn.
Oh,
he's
dude.
sitting on the train and he's laughing, and these guys just kick the shit out of him. And even when he shot him, I'm like, well, they were beating the shit out of him. Like they could have killed him.
It was
But
self-defense.
but when the guy's running away and he's like kills him, basically, just I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
That
you're
kinda
losing me
goes
here.
against him,
But
yeah.
then he says it, and then he's on the Murray Show, and he's like, and he's talking about killing them, and he's like, yeah, everyone's supposed to say I don't like it, but you know what? I did like it, and like that's when it's like, okay,
Yeah.
he has
been
truly
consumed,
made that turn into this sociopath. That once you start saying stuff like that is when you start losing sympathy.
I never once was sympathetic in this movie towards him.
Really?
Really.
I never
was.
felt bad for him, probably because I just know what he is going
he
to become. It's not like I don't know this character,
Sure.
right?
And again, that's like the hard thing is you got to try not to like tie it in with like
I gotta
everything
detach.
you know.
You're trying, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
You really,
it's
tough
hard.
to separate yourself.
If this
but yeah.
movie wasn't a DC comic film and I was just watching a random movie about some dude who
You
went
wouldn't
in
feel the same.
But
Yeah,
that's
I'd
most
probably be
people
different.
that are seeing it. You know what I mean? Like, I would say majority of the people going to the theater to see this movie aren't like big DC,
For sure.
nerds. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they don't even know
But just
or-
the average moviegoer, like they know who the Joker is because they've seen him in movies.
He is one of
but
the-
that's
but
like
they
the
don't really
extent of it.
know the
exactly.
But there's been almost 100 years of Batman. Like everyone knows some.
No, for sure.
fundamental- You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know, like
It's
the
Batman.
fundamental-
It's,
But
we're
it
not saying-
depends
we're not
on-
saying it's like
maybe what your point of reference is, because
Right.
maybe someone was just watching Cesar Romero, Batman, Joker for their whole life, and then they come into this, they haven't watched any of the new
He
shit.
does
They're like,
dance and sing like well, not
dude,
sing, but
the
like,
way
like
his
Caesar,
like
yeah.
movements and like when he's like twisting up to go
Yeah.
out, like it's It's unnerving.
The scene
It
where
really
he's hunched over, I think he's at the clown,
and he's trying to
workplace.
fix the shoe.
Yeah, dude, like the way
He's, like,
he
gone
looks,
and
but the
it's disgusting.
angle of it, I
lost
was like, this is gross,
50
man.
pounds.
Yeah,
He
he
lost
lost an
50
insane
pounds
amount
for
of-
the thing.
And
Yeah,
when he
like-
contorts his stomach and he like sucks in, it's like, holy
Dude, when he's
shit.
the part where he's like dancing and he shoots the gun. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know why I laughed.
turns the TV up.
Yeah, he's like, oh, sorry,
Oh, sorry,
mom.
Mom, it's an old war movie.
And then how about
After
the
that,
guy?
he gets his
So
medication boosted.
so did he steal the gun from the guy?
No, the guy gave it to him.
He
But was
set
that
him up.
real? Well, oh, he did.
He
See,
did set
I
him up.
thought that was
he
just.
totally sets him up.
Yeah.
I thought that was just his recollection of the events,
No.
and he actually did just take it.
No.
Because
He
I mean,
definitely
just
gave
with
it
the
to him.
different.
I feel like if that was the case, they would have been a little more obvious about like, hey, like this was a hallucination, and he just.
But they
the gun.
had, but they really weren't for most of it. Besides, like the Murray one, which was the most blatant one for me, that you could be
Yeah.
like that. They immediately flashed into it, and you're like, oh, this is his mind.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this movie that I feel like you're like, well, did that?
I mean,
happen
you
the
can
way
interpret it that. I don't think
No,
that's
for sure.
necessarily like a wrong thing.
Yeah.
But like, I think the way it was meant was like
that was
not
it.
a
He was
huge
just set up.
hallucination.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think that was.
'Cause
I
it-
think anything beforehand, before he got his meds boosted, was legit, and then the Murray thing happened after he gets his prescription boosted, and I think that's when shit started going.
Go
like,
crazy.
And even the boss is like, not a lot of people like you, but I like you. And like that one midget guy.
Dude, the
He
one scene when
likes
he's
him.
talking to him and he's like, "Listen, you're weird, Arthur," and it starts fading
Yeah.
out, and
And
he's
he's
just
just
smiling
smiling.
at him, and he's just,
And
you
he's
know, this is
laughing.
just shit he's just been hearing his whole life, and he's just gotten to this point of where it's just become a moot point.
What part of the movie would you guys like? Where do you think he snapped? Like, what was the scene where you're like, that's it, he's gone
Murray.
forever?
When he played the tape on Murray,
You think so?
I think that was a maybe.
No,
maybe
I
not
think-
the
I think
one,
I'm
but I'd
finding
say
out
it was
about
a-
his mother, like the
in
Thomas
Arkham.
Wayne.
Oh, that's true.
The Arkham file.
Yeah.
That's what
Thomas.
the-
Wayne, I think it started with the Thomas Wayne bathroom talk.
Yeah.
And then by the end, where he's at the Arkham and reads the files, that's it. And then he's completely gone, never coming back.
It's interesting talking
yeah,
about.
once you kill your mom, you,
But did he though?
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
he
Do
totally did.
Did he?
But we don't. That's
Like
the thing about
one
this
person
movie.
who's been constant in his life, who was always good to him, except for the one time
She lied to him,
And I mean, she let
But
him.
she was also insane.
but she lied to him.
No, I get what she's saying.
Maybe she didn't believe that she was lying.
Is
to
that
him.
is that
Is
that
it
logical
lying?
to an insane person?
Is it lying
Another
when the
one?
person who's saying it to you believes it?
That's a good
You know what I
point.
mean? Like she
I like
believes
that
that this is
idea.
the truth.
Maybe.
So was she lying? No, that's her truth.
And even she was lying about the Thomas Wayne stuff. I will say that she obviously knew she was
Oh,
keeping
right,
it from
with
him.
the
But okay, but
besides
wait,
even that,
how was she lying about the Thomas Wayne stuff when she wrote? She believed
no,
the
no, no,
Thomas
no, no,
Wayne
no, no,
stuff.
no. I'm not saying that she didn't believe that he was the father.
Right.
I'm saying she didn't tell him that she
Oh.
believed that he was. He's
I
like,
mean,
why
it's
are
not
you
lying? if
No,
you don't
it's
say it.
an omission, I guess. But I agree. I actually think that's
Yeah.
probably. I think the Murray thing was definitely a stepping stone. But that finding
I mean,
out
the whole
about his
the whole like
that like
two-thirds.
20 that like
Yeah, it was
25
like the
30
whole,
minutes
like,
like
yeah, it was just
everything
like
that's
three-fourths.
happening is leading up to it, and you know it's just okay. When's he gonna snap? Is it this scene? No. Okay, where are we going? And then he finally just that's it.
and even just like the ones like that, he really cannot catch a break in the way of like he gets jumped by a bunch of kids. They destroy his sign, and his boss brings him in to ream him about it. And he's like, oh,
And he
why
has
would they
to
jump
pay
you
for
for
the
the sign?
sign.
Like, what? That's why I sympathized for him at the beginning.
Yeah.
But once he did make that really dark turn, you obviously can't. And even I really do like the idea of how he kind of started the movement and just the clown people everywhere, and the way almost even Thomas Wayne really set himself up to be killed, and
Yeah.
the way he treated Gotham. He thought he was better than them, but he was also trying to help them. It was weird.
All the other Batman stuff wasn't it just a random killing? Like there was
Let-
no connection.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
I've
most
been
things.
wanting to go into Thomas Wayne for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you just brought it up. But yeah, Thomas Wayne is usually like this
White Knight,
hugely benevolent figure.
Right.
And there's only a few stories in Batman that will like they paint not paint Thomas Wayne in a negative
He's
light,
they
but
he's a
behind the
worse dude.
scenes Thomas Wayne is dirty.
like
his money's
Telltale
dirty.
Batman, right? Doesn't he have dirty money in that?
Yeah, he works with the mob and
yeah.
stuff, and you find out like all his funding is like between him, the mayor, and Falcone,
Falcone, yeah.
and like how their money is just it's mob money.
And it's interesting because it's not even almost like he's like that type of guy. It's just like
He's kind of a dick.
He's like a dick. Yeah,
But, like,
he's
He's a
big-
businessman.
He's a businessman.
Not unjustifiably. If somebody approached me in a bathroom like that,
No, but
it'd
even
be a
before-
little,
But he knew right away. Once he brought up the mother's name, he's like, she was
oh
lying.
shit.
Yeah.
You
And
didn't
that's
have to hit him.
no, he did.
Well,
he
I
did
don't know,
put
you
his
mentioned-
I was
finger
gonna
in his
say, yeah, he
son's
did.
mouth.
He did touch his son.
Would you punch somebody?
You're right.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would punch somebody.
No, yeah,
would've
that's
killed
a fair.
would've
Because like
Yeah.
I was listening to another review and somebody said that and it was like, oh, like he's a little aggressive. I'm like, if somebody touched your kid, you'd probably
And
do the
he
same
wasn't
thing.
at first until he started laughing, which obviously isn't controlled by Arthur, but he thinks he's just laughing in his face.
Yeah.
And there was a scene in the trailer where he gets like thrown out of there. That wasn't in the movie. He like gets thrown down the steps of the thing, but I guess they just cut that out because they probably didn't need that. But yeah, I don't know. I did like the approach of Thomas Wayne.
Did you guys think that was gonna be the murder of the Waynes when he put on the outfit?
No.
For a minute, I was like,
told him.
no.
When he put on what outfit?
When he put on the usher outfit and went into the theater,
That's what
No.
I
I
said
was
in
like,
the beginning.
no fucking way.
I-
But then I was like,
Kill the
wait,
Waynes.
Bruce isn't there.
Exactly.
That's
Bruce
why.
isn't there, and also I think I'd hope they'd know not to do that, especially after already using it once in '89, Batman '89.
Second thing I wanted to bring up was the Joker gang and how that's some like not even just the copycat aspect of the Joker throughout like comics, but the fact that like in The Dark Knight Returns, there's a like after Batman has retired and the Joker's gone away because Batman doesn't exist anymore, the Joker gang comes out of that, and it's just people,
even in Batman Beyond,
like
there's a Joker
dressing
gang.
up like clowns, like trying to be the Joker.
Again, it's that, and it's just used in a ton of comics. Is the Joker is more of an idea rather than an actual singular person, and even
Where else have they used
Same with
that?
Batman, technically.
What?
Like,
The
anyone
Joker
can
gang?
Like,
put
no,
on the
like-
mask type deal.
That person was an idea. You know what I mean? Like
I thought that wasn't that kind of like what they did in Gotham.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
At
Like,
first it
watch
is,
Gotham,
yeah.
though.
They do it in Gotham.
There have been comics. I can't name any, so I guess they aren't
I
that
just
great.
can't remember.
But
No, like I think you're right. There's something.
There's something else where it's just like the idea of this person will live on.
so there was one. I was looking at this video. It was old. There was a bunch of different Joker origins. There's like one where he finds the Lazarus Pit in like the 1600s, and
The Joker?
the Joker. So he's
Wow.
he's not as old as Ra's al Ghul, but he's basically just been almost
Living
like
forever,
it.
yeah.
Like he's been around Gotham and all that for a long time, and he is this entity almost rather than a person. But even like this guy, like you're saying, how is he going to meet the Batman when he's later? Who knows if this is the Joker that meets the Batman in this universe? What if,
Right.
What if it's one of
Yeah.
his?
like he does. He's in Arkham at the end.
But and was he? So again, let's get into that.
Was he?
Was he there the whole time? Was this all
Oh,
his
that-
fever dream? And even so, I took it when we were walking out of there. The joke
Was the
he was laughing.
psychiatrist the same?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
It was.
I thought it was
they
the-
were both black women, but I
No,
couldn't.
it was
It was the
lady.
same. She was just
Here's-
more put together.
Here's my thing. When he was walking out of the room,
It was blood.
the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the footsteps. Yeah,
Yeah.
he kills her.
So that's why I feel like
It also disappears after 2 or 3 footsteps.
Yeah, how about the running back? No, it goes down the hall.
No, it goes down. Yeah, it goes down
Oh,
all the
it
way.
goes down the
hall,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's just that light at the window gets really bright when he's
Yeah.
like doing the
Yeah,
light
and
thing.
fades everything
Oh
out.
my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then they start chasing
him
him.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, has he? Was
I
this?
don't
But no,
his-
they don't start chasing them because
Well,
they're wearing
he
the
goes-
same uniform. I think he lets people out.
Oh.
They're
No.
wearing the same uniform.
I
they
thought
were
they were
chasing
orderlies,
him.
but
yeah,
I
they
don't
were
know.
chasing him.
It looked like
they might have been
were.
chasing him, but it wasn't like.
And he wasn't letting people out. 'Cause
Staff.
He was being the guy came from the right and he went left.
And then they
And
come
then
back.
they come back the other way.
And then they go back.
Yeah, and then
but
that's
have
the,
you noticed?
yeah, and
it's
that's
only
the end.
he goes down once, right, by himself, right. Then he goes back, and it's only 2 people at the same time. Then he goes back, and it's only 2 people.
Yeah.
It looked like it was an
one
orderly
guy
chasing
chasing
him to me. That's what I
maybe,
took from
maybe,
it. Anyways,
maybe
they're wearing
he
the
has been in
same-
Arkham the whole time.
like
they're
this
wearing
is
the same
his
thing.
just coping mechanism of like he hasn't been, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you said, he's nothing. He goes into this whole thing on the Murray Franklin show that I really like. He's like, yeah, I fucking killed him, but would anyone care if it was me on the street lying dead? No, you don't walk over me.
He gets
and laugh at me.
very political in that moment. Like,
But
not,
even-
not,
no,
it's not
yeah,
a bad
yeah.
thing. I'm just
No,
saying.
yeah,
He
yeah.
does get very political.
And
it's
the
like,
way-
very interesting.
It's funny because he goes on there with the intent to kill himself.
Kill himself.
To kill himself, all
Yeah.
that. But he gets with Murray and
Sounds
he's
like he
talking
just
with him.
gets so mad.
He gets so annoyed where he's talking to him and he's like, and he even breaks down. He's like, Murray, I know you invited me on here to laugh at me. I know that's why I'm here. I'm a joke to you. I'm a joker. That's why he goes after that. And that's, I think, what truly makes him snap.
You're saying the Murray thing is what made him snap.
I think
in that moment,
When he looks
he
at
was
the
already
joke, might
he was
be
already
close.
75% Joker by the time he walked on that
Right.
stage. But
So
that last
that's what
25
just-
really
I would agree.
he took
well over the edge.
yeah, and he was like, you know what, Murray, fuck you, and then he shoots
I
him.
love that.
Dude,
I love that. And the best part is when he goes back and shoots him again.
yeah, and he's just
Yeah.
well, like, and it parallels to when he first kills those Wayne employees. Like,
kills the two
first
people.
shot is so sudden and so quick, and
it's
it's
like
a
under his
headshot.
leg. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's so like I was like whoa, and then the guys start fucking running. But yeah,
and that dude like he's crawling up the step. That was a pretty harrowing scene. That was fucking
yeah, and he doesn't. It's funny, he doesn't actually kill that many people in the movie. He kills 5 total.
I guess so.
Those 3.
His mom.
His mom.
6. The
Robert.
Murray.
Robert.
Yeah, Murray.
Robert De Niro,
The
Mr.
the clown guy that gives him the gun.
yes.
6.
No. He killed the therapist.
That's
Right.
what we assume, anyways. Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
7.
I think that's it.
I think that is
That's a
it.
theoretical 7.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah,
Again,
it's a theoretical.
He
7.
got-
I think
he got the
definitively
cop
those
killed.
3
6 plus.
Well, no, the cops didn't die.
cops didn't die. They just got really beat to shit.
Yeah.
They might have, but not from
Not
Joker.
from him.
Dude,
Yeah.
can we talk about his fucking smile? How like
The blood.
the blood, but just
at
his
the end?
Oh, it was- the way
yeah,
he just
yeah.
go, and
I was
then
like, yup,
the
that's
way
it.
he just pulls it up. But even just like when he's sitting in the cop car and looking out, like the way his just
Yeah,
like
it's not
janky
funny.
smile with the like it's so
Also,
good.
what is up with his like?
did
What is
so
the
good,
what is
man.
the like
He has a
indentation?
scar.
Is it a
He has a
scar
scar.
or
No, I missed
no,
it.
yeah,
Scar.
yeah, it was a scar. That's real.
Oh, I didn't notice it.
no,
Just
I
that-
always notice that. I'm like, why is
That's
his
Joaquin,
like
Steve.
lip
Yeah.
thing like over here?
Yeah.
That's a scar.
Yeah.
What'd he
Yeah.
do?
It was something
Probably
when he
a
was like
movie?
a child.
Oh.
No, it was really young.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so, what did you guys think of his look?
I loved it.
I
works.
really,
Yeah.
I love
It's
the
pretty
red
classic
suit.
Joker. Like
Well,
nothing about it is. I would
correct.
say this is an original look. It's
I
very.
I don't know. I disagree. I think the
It's-
whole like
it's-
the
it's
full on.
original
it's,
I think
it's
it's like
original, but it's not.
Cookie cutter. I don't
No,
think
it's
No,
true.
I would agree.
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
think I
If anything,
like that his
Heath
skin
Ledger's
wasn't-
It's
look-
different.
Heath Ledger's look is a little more cookie cutter.
Because like you
No,
don't
I
see
agree.
like
Yeah.
the little triangles that he has above there, and then
Yeah.
like his eyebrows.
His
Like
little-
yeah, different clown
It's different.
makeup.
it's
different.
it's very
It's different.
reminiscent
It's
of
still the same.
Yeah, for
Still
sure.
Joker.
and he didn't wear like a purple.
I liked
suit,
the
red,
like
kind of.
weirdly red toned
Yeah.
suit and the orange and the green.
Yeah.
I thought it was it stood out as a Joker look for me. I can't really think of a comic where he's had that very, very clown looking
Right.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's almost like his outfit is almost I was gonna say a cross between Leto and Heath Ledger, just because like Jared Leto's Joker is like that's a $5,000
modern.
suit he's wearing, and, like,
Yeah,
but
whatever,
he's
yeah.
killing people, but like it doesn't look as shitty and raggy as Heath Ledger's Joker.
Sure.
I mean, obviously we don't. See a
Heath
lot of
Ledger's Joker looks like he's been wearing that suit every day for the past year.
Yeah,
Or
That's
two.
the only thing he's
That's
got.
all he has. Yeah.
it's the only outfit.
That is, I see what you.
except the maid and the cop.
Exactly.
He's got
Yeah,
those
yeah.
two in the book.
That's so true.
But not the maid, the
What do I
nurse.
wear today?
Yeah. Well,
nurse
maid,
outfit?
purple or cop. I'm gonna go purple today. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of.
We didn't really talk
Point
about.
out one other thing too, man.
Sure.
I-
Yeah, no,
this
go-
is just
go
like
for it.
stupid, but like, and it bothers me because again, it's hard to detach yourself from like what you already know.
Of the Joker, yeah.
But like that part, he steps into the fridge, and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, what was up with
wait,
that?
wait. So I was
Did not
thinking,
mean to
takes
that.
everything
I
out.
kind of
I
like
was
that.
thinking-
I don't know why.
It was
make
so,
any
it was
sense.
so
The
weird.
first thing I thought of was,
See,
Indiana
the reason I
Jones.
think it is-
yeah, it's the first thing.
The reason I thought he did that is because he feels safest in a small enclosed area because of the cell at Arkham, and like that he even talks about it at the beginning.
Was he in Arkham?
That's what he said. He says he's like things made more sense in the hospital when he's
But
talking.
was
to
he
his,
at Arkham?
That's
Well,
what
what else
I'd
would he have
assume.
I don't know.
Because he talks about he's been in Gotham his
bring
whole
up the
life.
Gotham map, dude.
Yeah,
But,
God. But I don't know. See, that kind of made
Arkham
me
becomes
laugh
more of a
in a
prison,
weird way,
too.
and I don't know why I enjoyed it. I can see why it would be weird, but I felt like it was just that point of he's literally. I think that was after he gets back and after he goes into Zazie to see what's her name and like
Zazie
Beetz, and like he's literally just like, I don't even know what to do, so I'm just gonna. This is the only small enclosed area
Rips
I
out the
have.
fridge.
I'm just sitting in here.
Takes
sits
out
in
his
it.
balloon.
And I was like, dude, like in my head, I know this is stupid, but I was in my head, I was like, is this how he's gonna get like his white skin? I was like, this is
He
not
walks
a
out and
good-
it's just like,
Yeah, it's like
frozen.
Yeah.
This is how it happens.
no, like I didn't want to like turn and say anything to him. 'Cause I was like, they're not gonna do that to me.
yeah, because they never,
Oh,
they didn't
shit.
do like,
He gets out like he's all like pasty.
and he just has the red
Oh my
lips.
god! What if that was him?
Like,
that
that would be
on
weird.
crack. That he's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
drugged up. Yeah.
One thing we haven't talked about yet is, I mean, we've talked about Murray and Robert De Niro, but what'd you think about
I
Robert
thought
De Niro?
he like that was a great.
I thought that was
Yeah.
cool.
It was
I
a
didn't
good
know he
role
was in
for
it,
him.
so it kind of surprised
He was
me.
in
Oh,
it.
really? You didn't realize
yeah,
that?
So
He
I
was
like,
in
oh,
it
no.
just enough. I don't think he was
And
over
I
in
didn't
it.
like. Yeah, you know it's Robert De Niro, but like
It didn't
he
distract me.
played. No,
Yeah.
he played that talk show host so well.
And he
Very
does
well.
it in King of Comedy as well.
Yeah.
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 It's interesting how like Taxi Driver and King of Comedy are so much like Joker.
Again,
like,
Todd Phillips said he like named those as his inspirations for these
yeah,
movies.
it's very clear.
Yeah,
like if
and-
you've seen those movies, it's
I've seen Taxi Driver.
I have not seen either of them.
yeah.
So-
I haven't seen King of Comedy.
Yeah, so I haven't seen him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any other big kind of questions that this movie has left us with.
I mean, we see Alfred, which is cool.
Yeah,
Was that Alfred?
Yeah,
I
totally.
mean, it had to be. I don't know who else
100%
it-
British butler.
Butler?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Alfred.
I don't know. Unless they had
He's-
chives before or something. I don't know. It's a
Yeah,
different
Jeeves.
Jeeves. Whatever. Yeah.
I mean,
don't know.
Alfred
I
is
just assumed-
definitely that young.
I'd be
at a
curious to
point.
actually look at the credits and see what he's credited as. like
Yeah,
if it
I
does say
doubt
Alfred,
he
because
is.
they don't name
It
him.
could probably just be servant. Like they probably didn't. give
That's
him a
true.
name.
That's probably true. Yeah.
It's Alfred.
Yeah, but I would think so. So what do you guys think of basically him not murdering Bruce's parents, but
Oh
causing
yeah, we didn't
causing
talk
it.
about the murder of the Waynes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I don't like. I've seen it so
Again,
many
you
times.
have
Shout
to
out to
detach.
Zach.
No,
But
exactly, it's so true.
I will admit, the murder of the Waynes, Batman v Superman is much better.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even like.
It's so quick sometimes. I'm like, I just like how Batman v Superman
We've
is
seen
slow
it so
and it's,
many times.
but it's
No, I guess.
super important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But it's not like it
Birth of
takes.
Batman,
It's
yeah,
not
he
like
dies in
Uncle
that
Ben
alley.
where they need to give us 30 minutes of
Well,
exposition.
time out.
beforehand.
Technically, we've only seen Uncle Ben die
Once.
once.
Yeah.
No, twice.
What?
We've
No,
seen him
you
die.
don't really see him
He
die
dies
in
in
the
Amazing
Amazing
You don't
Days
see
of
him-
Spider-Man.
You don't see him die in Amazing
I mean, he's
Spider-Man.
dead. Like
But
he
you
dies
don't
on the
see
sidewalk.
it.
What do you
You
mean
don't-
you don't see?
Yeah,
it? Yeah, you
yeah,
do.
No.
Do you?
Yeah,
Trio's
he's
right.
holding
No,
his
no,
hand
no.
on the sidewalk and he dies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He 100. You see it.
Okay,
We're wrong.
that's twice. You've seen it in Batman '89, Batman Begins. Was it in the Dark Knight?
Yeah, but think about how
Might
big of
have
a
been.
distance.
Might as
Batman
well.
vs Superman. Name another one. It was in it. It's just so many times.
I think
I
it's-
just don't think it takes up so much time that I'm just like,
I-
this is annoying
this
me.
one?
I hate.
no, but like the Zack
Batman v
Snyder
Superman
one.
one
I
is
mean,
so
shut
it is
up.
very.
Yeah.
It being quick in this one is fine.
They
It
zoomed in
doesn't
on
need to
those
be long and
pearls,
drawn
man.
out. But I think like I don't like when people like use that card. Let me explain real quick. I just think the murder of the Waynes is just like you really need to understand that.
We understand. After
That's
the
not
fifth
something
time,
that's tough
I've
to
understood.
understand, though. I do
no,
agree
but
with him.
like it not being shown like.
Like you get upset that
People
Uncle
are
Ben
doing-
isn't shown dying in Homecoming and stuff, right?
Okay, so my debate for not in Homecoming, but like, don't you think it's a little weird how they just don't talk about Uncle Ben in
No, I
Spider-Man?
love it.
I think it's amazing.
It's great.
Because
Just
there's
like
no-
if I never have to see the Waynes die again,
Yeah, but
And that's
I
fair.
would love it.
But like that's the
birth
crux of his
series.
character.
Yeah, exactly.
character.
Okay, it happened. We've already seen it.
I'm not, no.
Listen, I think
just-
we're just beating home a point here
No.
that we're just
let
gonna
me,
disagree on.
we
It's
haven't had
fine.
this conversation. Me and you have had this.
Yeah.
We haven't had this. Not seeing Uncle Ben die, but talking about it at least.
But he does.
Implement it.
He talks about it
one
in
time in
Homecoming.
Homecoming.
He talks about it in Civil
for
War.
like 5 seconds.
And
All
it's
right,
the
that's
most
it. That's all you
poignant
need.
way of saying it. He goes, I have the power to do something and I didn't do something, and that way
I
people die.
just feel like
and that's
in,
all
the,
you
in
need
the
to know
next
about
one,
it.
maybe they have him and Aunt May have a little bit of an exposition.
We're getting on
it.
the Spider-Man here. We
Yeah.
need to.
Go
That's
back to
anyway.
DC. Go back to
Right?
DC.
No, sorry, Batman.
Listen again.
The
and I
murder
do
of the
think that
Waynes.
was.
The murder of the Waynes is important.
And going back to your point of
I'm
if you
faster
took
than that.
out these comic book references, would it be a movie? I think they probably felt in that moment we should show another Batman connection of some kind. Did I think we necessarily needed it?
No.
I don't think we
If
did.
they took the Batman aspect of it out, it would have been a Taxi Driver reboot. That's it. It would have.
Obviously, no. But but what if you take Captain America's shield and costume out of Winter Soldier? It's a spy movie.
Yeah.
So
But it's
that's
not
it.
a James Bond movie. It's just a spy movie.
I don't know, pretty
But
close.
I don't.
though.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's
No,
it's it's
I
not a James
kinda
Bond
agree
movie,
with
but
you.
it's a Jason Bourne movie.
Yeah,
It's a like I don't know. I think you could say that about most comic book movies in general, and you'd be like, well, this could be a remake of some other type of genre film. Will I say that this is a little bit more connected? Sure, but I don't know. I think I haven't seen Taxi Driver and stuff like that, so I guess I don't.
You did.
You should probably
saw
go
it
back
Thursday
and
night.
watch him.
You saw it Thursday night.
Yeah, more or less.
So what happens in Taxi Driver?
It's
You
just
just-
the,
it's just the
it's the
same
same.
with no
It's a
clown.
degradation
It's
of
a
of
character
him.
study of just a dude that just snaps.
It's just
finally.
going insane?
Yeah, and King of Comedy. I haven't seen it, but like Robert De Niro
So-
plays a talk show host.
Okay. Yeah. I don't,
What happens in that movie? Though?
I've never seen King of Comedy.
Yeah, I just know what it is.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's why I can't really.
yeah. There's no.
Sorry.
You know
There's no arguing.
I'm
Yeah,
so-
yeah,
Kind
no,
of
like, I
weird
don't
though.
know.
In the beginning of the movie, when he's just like walking around and doing everything, it gave me like a little. And this is just, I'm probably gonna be the only one, but like a Rocky vibe. Like, remember the beginning of Rocky? How he's just walking
He's just
around?
down on his luck.
Yeah.
He's
down on
he's
his
just
luck. He's walking
He just
around
keeps getting shit on everywhere
Right.
he goes.
until he gets that break.
Yeah.
But the Joker never got that break.
He just kept
He just
descending
kept going
further
down
and
and-
further into
He could have
madness.
been a good boxer, man. I
yeah,
knew it.
great Bob.
That's
Not
it.
really though. He's skinny.
This movie-
Yeah,
lightweight.
Yeah, Batman will
That's
definitely
very
make
light.
sense with this one.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I
I
mean?
would have made the connection, but
Yeah,
I see
just-
what you're saying.
It gave me that vibe. I don't know, because again, it was back in the 81. Rocky was 70.
No, I do. Again, I think you can very much see the inspirations from all these movies out here, but I think it works on its own.
Shout out to Todd Phillips, man. He made
Dude,
a
I
good movie.
gotta
Good
give
movie.
him and
Good
on
movie. Not a masterpiece.
I'd say it's a great movie
It's
for
a great
sure,
movie.
but yeah, it's definitely. I did
it's not
like the
gonna win
stuff
an
like
Oscar. Let's
I don't think like
Suicide
I
Squad.
definitely will see it again,
Dude, shut up, man.
but I wouldn't go
So
back. Like it's not like The Dark Knight where I've probably seen it 25 times. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think I could see the Joker more than like 2-3.
And there
times
are
in my
some
life.
parts where you feel uncomfortable
Yeah.
for him, like
Oh,
when
yeah.
he gets on the stage, and it's almost hard to watch.
When he's
You're
just
like,
oh, it's
and
uncontrollable,
he's just
laughter,
uncontrollably laughing,
and then the
like
jokes are bad, and you're like,
yeah,
"Ugh,
and it's just
dude."
like, dude, this is
And there's
tough.
Ozzy Beats.
Yeah.
In the back.
Yeah.
Just kidding. She's not there.
No, she doesn't.
Just kidding. And she's gone.
Or how about when he went to go see the other comedian and was like taking notes, and he was
The way
only
he was,
laughing
like-
when it was quiet.
Yeah, he wasn't laughing at the right
Like
parts.
everyone was like, ha ha ha, and he's like,
like he's almost waiting for that. Yeah, he's
he
like
just
waiting
wanted
to see.
reassurance almost.
And then he
Right.
starts the stuff he's writing down. He's like, "Sex and money is funny." Or
Yeah.
something, like the
Yeah.
weird, like the notes.
Did you
he's taking.
notice how his spelling was wrong too?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
sense.
Was the big one.
Well,
I
but even
noticed?
just the way his pen, like the way he
Yeah,
wrote,
his
was very
handwriting was
much like
awful.
Like
you
a
can tell he
five-year-old.
almost never learned how to write properly or read.
Right.
Like,
Did you see some of the magazine clippings in there?
oh, he just had
Yeah,
tits. He had like
out
weird,
there,
yeah.
like the way he like pulls it out and it just flops open and there's just a naked chick on the other
Ah,
side.
yeah.
I didn't
And
notice
then,
that.
no, that he has some weird fucking
some
shit. in
like
there.
when he's on stage, they like laugh at it. Like they
Yeah.
see it. I mean, it's quick, so
Yeah.
you not seeing it isn't that weird.
Mhm.
But like, yeah, like they do it like 2 or 3 times where like he's flipping through and like there's pictures of
Like,
him.
who
I'm just
knows
glad
these
the
women.
midget didn't die.
Dude, he was the only one nice to him.
Yeah.
That's like
That is my.
that's
I
that
think that's my
Joker-
favorite.
I kind of
that's
thought
my
Joker
second favorite scene.
was gonna die at the end, and he would have become the idea.
Yeah,
of it,
that's what I was
right?
thinking too. But I kind of, again, the way they leave it ambiguous at the end, I enjoy. Like because it's making me. I did think about that movie all weekend. I don't
So
know.
do you think he's actually in Arkham, or do we think that he did what he did?
I think he did what he did.
I think so too.
I think because when he's talking about,
I
he's
think he
laughing
did.
at a joke. He's laughing at that. Bruce is growing up parentless because this is what basically he had to deal with,
Yeah.
and he
Like this is post
he
all that stuff.
yeah,
that
and
happened.
he found out that Thomas Wayne is dead. His,
Yeah, because they
and-
I mean, they know who he is. The police know who he is, so they're definitely going to be searching for him.
100%.
So I'm sure they caught him, and
Yeah.
he is crazy. So they
put
probably
him in
threw
Arkham,
him
yeah.
in Arkham.
they
But then that
Way to
doesn't
go,
make
Joker!
sense
You
with
created the
therapist.
world's greatest vigilante.
again, yeah, that's the
That's
so like.
the issue.
Did she moved? Yeah, and it looked like Arkham was a lot nicer
Because it
than
was a
when you walked
state.
in
It was
there.
a state hospital. It wasn't an asylum yet.
No, but remember when he
I mean,
walks in at
even
the
though they're
beginning,
very much the same
and
thing
it
at
looks like
certain
this shitty rundown place, and it is Arkham Hospital still.
But
then
you're
by the
seeing,
end,
essentially in the beginning, you're seeing Arkham through his
Arthur's
eyes
eyes.
before he snaps.
Yeah.
And then you're seeing it through his eyes. So he's much
Oh, so
happier at
maybe
the
he
end
enjoy-
after he snapped.
Remember, he
Right?
believes what he sees
Yeah.
at this point. He's off the meds. and
that
everything.
place could look the same, but he sees it as
That's
this.
also true.
It's also
clean.
brighter in that scene when he
But
kills.
that's
the
also
clown.
true. He's off his meds.
Yeah,
So
and he does say it. Yeah.
So is what was happening because of the meds? Like, was he seeing things or thinking
Or-
things?
yeah.
Or was it because he wasn't on the
Or
meds?
Like we
Were
assume
things
he's
suppressed?
schizophrenic. in the way, like just the way because he's seeing things that aren't there.
I mean, it's a Joker. Everything mentally that could go wrong is
probably right.
Yeah, and even like some origins, he's just a guy who just loves to be a crazy fuck. Like he's not mentally, he's mentally there, but he correct.
Maybe he's too much there. Like you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, that's
yeah. Eris, is there something you want to tell us?
He's psychotic.
Oh God,
I'm not making it home.
He's a killer.
I'm not making it home. All right, guys. I'm trying to think. Is there
I
anything
think-
else we're
how
missing?
can you expand on? I don't know.
I think we
Joaquin
hit
Phoenix,
everything.
man. Good job,
Dude, seriously, I
Great
cannot
job.
give him enough
Great
fucking
job.
credit on this one.
But he is also crazy.
He is.
He is, so I guess it's
So-
not tough for him
He was,
to go
he was
there.
basically a Joaquin Phoenix. biopic.
Did you see the
You
video?
want me to put makeup on?
He already has a clown makeup on. Like, wait, oh yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
already
Oh, the Joker?
I don't have to
Sorry,
take
what?
this off?
Yeah. What else? I was gonna say one more thing, but I lost it already.
It would have been nice
yeah.
to see other characters like
Batman
in
villain?
that
I think that would have been a stretch.
I agree. I think they
No,
did a
like-
good job of really grounding it. And this is the real world. Like this is just
And the Joker's really the only person that you can get away with where it's like the idea. Like you can't have the Penguin be an idea.
What about the
The
Riddler,
Riddler,
though?
but you know his name.
But no, I mean I'm just saying
Like
like,
the
I mean, you
Riddler
know,
far
everyone's
stretch.
name.
you know what I mean?
like
just
I
a-
couldn't
but not
see
the
a
Joker's.
I couldn't see
Yeah,
like a
but besides
Mr.
that.
Freeze pop up in
the
this universe.
fridge, dude.
Or,
I'm
like
telling you, that's
he walks
He
out
was
as
actually in the freezer.
sorry, my
So,
apologies.
Arthur was in the fridge. Mr. Freeze was in
like
the freezer.
or even like a Solomon Grundy. Like I couldn't see those more fantastical
no,
villains popping
those,
up
no.
for in this universe that they've established. But yeah, this is a very bleak and awful New York to live in, or Gotham, I should say.
Gotham,
But it is basically New York.
Yeah.
But
The New York in the 80s is very
was
bad.
shitty, yeah. So yeah, I mean, just tone wise, how it was shot, I really can't give Todd Phillips enough credit.
No, I think
Like I really do think that he
I'm
did a
shocked.
fucking fantastic job. Like for when we were hearing about this a year ago, I mean, I was interested. I was curious just to see, just because
How
of Joaquin
shitty
Phoenix. But
I mean I have
Maybe if we, before we like end it, I think the only thing, like, isn't it interesting how the media has been talking about this movie? One, that it's going to be like the greatest thing under, like, the sun.
yeah.
Two, the Joker. Like,
are you sure we should
increased
this is
security?
Are you
like,
sure this is someone we should be propping up or
It's like
emulating? It's like, no, we're not. If you're a sane individual by the end of this movie, you know that he is not a person you want to be like.
Right.
Like you.
And it's like, dude, it's not even that. Like, I've
Most of
seen
that
worse
hype
movies.
was very.
I've seen
Yeah.
worse. There's a
It
lot
was
worse.
very
media
Colorado
driven.
oriented.
Yeah, no, it was just so like.
Oh, and it's funny. Joker's not even in Dark Knight Rises,
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
which is the best part. And I'm like, guess what? He was in another movie before this. It was called Suicide Squad. Like, it's like people like don't realize.
But
this
again,
shit.
Suicide
It's
Squad
crazy
was more
'cause, like,
cartoony than
very
this.
much. This
True.
is very much. Yeah, he is a.
Like if it was
He's
a
a real
cartoony
world
version,
psychopath.
then
Yeah.
we wouldn't be having this conversation. But this is like
Right.
If
the
this was
most
shitty, I would have given
down-to-earth,
up on every
Realistic way
Realistic,
you could have
yeah.
approached the Joker,
Joker.
and how he would come to be in our world.
right.
Just wanted to bring that up.
No,
'cause
I think
I think it's kind of
it's
important
interesting,
to
and I
touch
mean,
on.
hey, 95 mil. This
So
at
it made
the box office.
93 million.
93.
But
Over
I
the
don't
weekend.
think it beat Venom.
No, well, not yet. Anyways, Venom
Yeah.
that was over the stretch of like.
Well,
weeks.
like Venom, no. Venom
Or,
made
like,
a
opening
record
weekend,
for
you mean?
biggest opening weekend in
Wasn't it like
October.
114 or something like that?
Something
110?
ridiculous.
Didn't
Yeah.
deserve a penny of it, but that's all
The
right.
Joker in this movie does shit on the media, though.
oh,
So funny
100%.
you say that. It's I
That's
don't
probably
know.
why
No,
they did.
it's-
They're like, well, fuck this guy.
Well, you
Well,
just
they were
let
like-
us all out.
Wow.
Yeah. It's ridiculous, and like I said, any sane individual walking out of this movie knows he's not a person you want to be like.
100%.
But gentlemen, is there anything else we're missing? I'm trying to think.
I listen. So I went to the bathroom twice.
Yeah,
And
we
the
went over
second
that.
time I was in there, like you know how Regal there's the stall and then the urinal. Like
Right. Yeah, the side.
Sure.
The side.
Yeah.
So dude was in the stall and I go in the urinal, and I swear to God, I got scared. I was like, this dude's gonna blow my brains out. This
Dude,
dude
wait,
is gonna-
so real quick, in our theater, when Joker shot Murray, somebody clapped. It was weird.
Oh,
Dude, it was
I
weird.
laughed.
someone clapped in
It was weird. I was like, what the fuck?
I know,
Like,
but I-
clap for one reason. Like,
Because
100% this dude was watching Joker, and the whole time I'm like sitting there and I'm doing my business, and this guy, like, when I walked in, he was by the door. Like, I could see his feet by
Yeah.
the door. And I'm like, oh, this guy's leaving. Still
Standing
there.
there.
And I'm like, I'm dying. This is it.
He was probably
I'm thinking
doing
to myself,
cocaine in the
well,
bathroom or
I
something.
got 2/3 of the movie done.
But again, like, I saw this one video, and it was like a guy going off in a Joker screening. They're like, "We're so afraid. Like, what could have happened? What if that was a different? Like, that could easily have happened in another movie. A guy just going
it could
insane
happen
and
in
going
Space
off.
Jam 2 next year.
Literally,
You never know.
like it's it's that weird.
LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron. Sorry,
LeBron.
Michael Jordan's not back.
It's that weird
might
hype.
be.
Yeah,
You never.
I'm not excited.
Space
for
What
that.
if he shows up as like one of the
Monstars. Oh.
That would be
All
fun.
right.
All right, guys. Anything else?
No,
I think we're good.
We're good.
Awesome. Well, that does it for us today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching us live on twitch.tv/Delco Network. We very much appreciate it. You can find this podcast on YouTube as well as all your favorite services. Just give us a look. Just search Delco Network. It's very easy to find us. If you could drop us a review, that would very much help us. We're on all the socials at Delco Nerds on everything. All this info can be found on DelcoNerdNetwork.com. For Gooch, for Eris, for Billy, I've been Trio. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay nerdy, and we will see you next time.